All right, guys, today we're gonna do a nice little foldable. We're talking about percent problems and we're gonna have some decimal problems, right? So percent, decimal. And we're just gonna go from there. So first, let's go ahead and take care of these. I'll do one at a time. So you have $750 put away in a special account that will grow your money by 9% each month. Now, before we do anything, we have to make sure we do our add subtract from 100. Always need to do it that way. When I say that, I mean, let's write down 100%. And in this case, this is gonna represent the money that you have already, right? So this is gonna represent the money you already have. This is your old money, right? So for instance, you're starting off at $750. So 100% of that $750, that's our 100% of our old money, is $750. Now, it's going to grow. Grow means increase, increase means add. I'm going to add 9% each month. Okay, so we're gonna add 9% to this 100. So 100 plus 9 is 109%. And then again, whenever you work with the problem, you can't use, you have to actually change it to a decimal. So 109%, move that decimal twice to the left. That's gonna be 1.09. That is our special decimal we're gonna be using for this problem. And when I say for this problem, we're gonna build our table now. So if I wanna find out how much money I'll have after month 1 and month 2, let's say, all we need to do, and remember, whenever you work with percents and decimals, and we do some multiplication here with these kind of problems, we're gonna be timesing by 1.09. Right? That's going to be our pattern that every time we go down this table, we're going to multiply by 1.09. And so I can do that. I can do 750 times 1.09. That's $817.50. I can do that again. 1.09, and I get 891. And we'll just round that to 8 cents. And so there we go. That's how I took this information. Now I built a table. And now to write the recursive and explicit, I know I pre-wrote these things, just the format's to save time, but here we go. For recursive, our pattern was we're just multiplying by 1.09. Whenever we're dealing with a percent problem and a word problem, it's always multiplication. Our explicit, we started with 750. Boom, there's my constant. Then our pattern here was we were timesing by 1.09. That's the thing that was changing in this problem. And because we started with times 0, it's going to get an exponent and just n. No n minus 1, no nothing fancy, and that's it. That's it, guys, for this problem. Again, we're going to go ahead, before I read the problem, I'm going to write down 100%. Miss Rowell bought a new car for $40,000. Well, it doesn't say anything, but so we're going to assume she bought this new car in the very beginning. It's worth $40,000. Each year it depreciates by 16%. That means we're going to be subtracting 16%, right? Okay, so with that said, we're going to be doing 100 minus 16. Obviously, this one gives 84. Ignore that bad sounding car. So it's 84%, and as a decimal, that's going to give me 0.84. That's my magic percent that we're using for this problem. So when I build this table, every time I go down a month, I'm going to be multiplying by 84. And again, that's just because it depreciates, so we're subtracting from what our original cost of the car. So we're losing out percent each month, so only 85% of that. That's why it's going down. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I got 40,000 times 0.08. I'm sorry, 0.84. That's gonna give me 33,600. As expected, look at that. Her car is now going down in value because that's what happens to depreciate, right? We're losing money. That's why we did 100 minus the change in percent. I'm gonna do that again, times 0.84. That now gives me 28,224. The thing is depreciating fast. Holy cow, it is. And now I can just write my recursive and explicit. My pattern was multiplying by 0.84. And then my explicit was, well, I started off with 40,000. My pattern or my change was multiplying by 0.84. And because it was explicit, it gets a exponent and it times 0, so just n. That's it, we're done. That's all we gotta do, guys. Always involving that 100% in the beginning. Going up, going down. All right, let's do some decimal problems. You have $750, put it in your special account again. So we're starting with 0 and 750. Now, this time we're not talking about percent. We're just going straight into decimal. It's increasing the money by $80.75. So now as I go down each month, I'm just going to be adding $80.75. Notice I'm not multiplying anymore because I'm not talking about percents. It's just a straight up decimal, right? And here we go. So 1, 2, let's figure out what this table is going to be. So we have 750 plus 80.75, $830.75. Let's add another $80.75. That gives me $911, and that's gonna be 50 cents. And there we go, guys. It's that simple. That simple. Now to write my recursive and explicit. Well, I know my pattern is adding $80.75. I know that for my explicit, I start at 750. My change or my pattern is adding $80.75, but this one needs the variable again. It's arithmetic because we're not multiplying, we're adding. So again, a regular variable of n. And there we go, it's done. Last one, Miss McDonald bought a new car. She bought a car, wow, I mean, everyone's buying a car for $40,000. Where was I? There we go. So there we go. She bought a new car for $40,000. Her value goes down, like we just depreciates, same thing, right? By 6,550 cents. So if I want to build my table, every time I go down this table, I'm going to subtract by 6,550 cents. Now let's do this math here. So here we go. We got 40,000 minus 6.50 cents. That's gonna be 33,499.50 cents. We're gonna do that same thing again. And we get 26,000. Looks like Miss McDonald's car is depreciating faster here. 26,999. And that's how I build my table. And that's it, guys. That's it. For my recursive, I write my pattern down. Well, my pattern is subtracting 6,550 cents. From my explicit, oh gosh, I shouldn't pre-wrote this so close to the edge here. I got my starting point, my 40,000. That says 40,000, guys. I'm writing small. And then my change was subtracting 6,550 cents. This one needs the change. This is the change, is the variable. So I'm going to give it a regular n because it's arithmetic. I start at times 0, so just n. I'm not doing anything fancy. And we're done, guys. Rewatch this video if you need to. It was a lot of fun. Just remember, especially when we're dealing with those percents, you see percent of word problem, write 100 down. And you're gonna be adding to it or subtracting from it. From there, it should be easy peasy. You guys have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe.